We all know that good customer service is key to running a successful Etsy shop. But how much support is too much support? What's up, guys? My name is Starla Moore from the Handmade Alphas, and we're here to help Etsy shops and handmade businesses to thrive. And if you've been selling on Etsy for a while, you may be wondering, how often should I be communicating with my customers? Here at the Handmade Alphas, we're all data-driven Etsy nerds who use neuromarketing, psychology, and good old-fashioned numbers to manage our businesses. Which is why I got super duper excited when Anthony Wolf, eRank's CEO, said that he had some super duper secret data that no one else had access to. This data was acquired from Etsy shoppers while they were on Etsy shopping. And this is huge, guys. We very seldom get this window into our customers' lives and what they're thinking while they're actually in that moment of shopping. This is like a treasure map to Etsy success. And in today's video, we're going to cover one of the most interesting questions that we asked shoppers. What follow-up messages are important to Etsy buyers? This sounds oddly familiar. I'm sure it'll come to me in a second. Let's just start looking at some of these numbers. When asked if shoppers would like to receive a message from us when we begin making or processing their orders, 46.6% said that this was very important to them, while 41.7% said it's somewhat important to them, and only 11.8% said that receiving a message when their order is being made or processed isn't that important. Where the heck have I heard this before? Next, we asked shoppers if they would like to receive a message from us when we ship their orders. 76.9% said that shipping notifications from the seller were very important, while 20.6% said these messages are somewhat important, and a teeny weeny 2.5% said a message indicating that their order has shipped isn't that important to them. I'm telling you guys, I swear I've heard this before somewhere. It'll come to me. Let's just keep going. When we ask shoppers if they would like to be messaged when there is a delay in their shipment, 84.4% said this message was very important to them. 14.7% said it is somewhat important to them, and only 0.8% said a message notifying them of a delay is not that important. Now, we have two more really cool surveys to go over in a second, but before we get into that, I want to show you a foolproof way that you might not be aware of to actually see if you have any delays with your orders. That way, you can message customers and make sure that you're making them super happy if you see that a delay is inevitable. Using eRank.com, click on the Shop tab, then visit the Delivery Status Report. This tool is a super handy way to view all of your orders at a glance and to identify possible delays while your items are in transit. Now, this feature is only available for eRank Basic and eRank Pro members. However, I think that it's totally worth it, not to mention all of the other really cool things that you get from eRank. Just a disclaimer, I do work for eRank, but I'm not an affiliate and I don't get paid to recommend it. So let's go ahead and keep going. Next, we asked shoppers if they'd like to receive a message from the seller when we notice that their order has arrived. 48.4% said that it's very important to them, while 38.1% said it's somewhat important, and only 13.5% said that receiving a message from the seller after the item has been marked as delivered isn't that important to them. You know, I think I remember where I heard all of this before, but let's go ahead and keep going just to be sure. In the very last question, we asked shoppers if they would like to receive a message from the seller a few days after delivery to see if everything is okay with their purchase. 40.5% said this message was very important to them, while 38.5% said it's somewhat important, and 20.9% said that receiving a message after a few days isn't that important to them. Now I remember where I heard this information. It's the exact same insane ranking strategy that I've been teaching for years. And if you're not using this strategy in 2022 to grow your business on Etsy, this is the year to do it. This is the time. And for all the naysayers, now we have the data to prove that this is what Etsy buyers want. Not to mention, we have verification from Etsy themselves that this level of communication is the gold standard. It's what they recommend as well. And not to mention, it also helps your ranking on Etsy, which is the most important thing, right? For everybody new to Etsy search ranking, here's how it works. When a new listing is placed in search, Etsy gives that listing a small boost in order to gather information about how shoppers interact with that listing in the wild. Just be sure to keyword optimize your listings tags and titles with keywords shoppers are actually searching for. And obviously, you can do this research with a free eRank account. Next, Etsy collects data. Your listings may go up in search or down in search depending on how people engage with it. Are they finding it, clicking it, buying it, reviewing it? These are things that are all important for your rank. And when a customer buys and reviews that listing, this gives a clear signal to Etsy that the item was a hit and that they should rank it higher in search so even more people will find it. This is also why generating bestsellers is super duper important. And it's also why we should thrive for those 5-star reviews, which can be super duper hard. So if you struggle to actually turn those sales into those rank boosting reviews, it's time to use my swipe files. SSAR stands for sale, ship, arrive, and review. These are the 4 points of contact that Etsy buyers say are most important to them. And if you struggle for ideas, you don't even have to come up with them on your own, because I have a free template that thousands of Handmade Alphas have been using for years in order to build reviews and rank higher, while also giving that kick-butt customer service. The free PDF is listed down below, along with directions on how to use them so that you can begin growing your own ranking today. No matter what our personal preferences for messaging may be, we now have the numbers that prove that a majority of Etsy shoppers feel more confident shopping with sellers who maintain constant communication. The fact that these same efforts also help to skyrocket your ranking in Etsy search is just icing on the cake. Now, we've got a lot more data to share over the next few weeks, so make sure that you also check out my good friend Pam Duthie's channel, which is going to be linked down below, but I'll also stick it in a card up in the corner. She and I are the only people on Earth who actually have this data other than Anthony, so you might want to go check out the latest video that she just did where she talks about the truth about what Etsy buyers actually think about the processing times that we set for orders, also compared to other marketplaces like eBay and Amazon and Target. If you're curious about customer expectations when it comes to shipping times on Etsy, you're not going to want to miss her video. And of course, be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're a weirdo like me, and leave a comment if you have any questions about the data that we've talked about today. And don't forget the swipe files. Those are linked down below too. Super important. They'll help you rank. They'll end world hunger. No, they probably won't do that, but they can help you rank. All right, guys, until next time. Bye-bye.